Happy Saturday, my fellow strangers. This is Mrs. Strange, and on today's episode of Stranger Universe, I will talk about new stills and minor spoilers for Stranger Things 5. Before we start, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more episodes from Stranger Universe. Turn on your notifications to never miss another episode again. Follow us on our social media platforms to stay updated with Mrs. Strange and the Stranger Universe family every day. And now, let us begin. If you thought this week's coverage for Stranger Things Season 5 was over, you are wrong. It turns out that we have new images of Eleven training on the outskirts of the WSQK radio station, doing a super jump above an abandoned school bus. This sequence seems to be homaging the cheesy 80s workouts, like the Rocky movies. To borrow some Star Wars terminology, Elle is moving further away from Padawan status. In an interview with Empire magazine, Matt Duffer stated, she has better control over her powers, and can use them in more innovative ways. The closest example, I'd say, is probably the Force. In this picture of Eleven in the air, we can also see Joyce and Hopper looking up at her like supportive parents helping their teen daughter in her exercise routine. In one of the behind-the-scenes photos from last year, we saw Hopper wearing some sort of stopwatch while Elle and Joyce were in the back, so perhaps the beloved couple is helping our hero in improving her performance. Additionally, we also have a description for an interesting scene that is set to happen at some point in Season 5, and while I don't think it's anything too revealing, I will give you a minor spoiler warning just in case. You've been warned. An interviewer from Variety got a glimpse of Holly Wheeler in a strange realm. The youngest member of the Wheeler family, who is now played by 13-year-old Nell Fisher, was seen wandering through a labyrinthine orange rock formation in a 50s era blue A-line dress, which the journalist compared to Alice in Wonderland, and blood was smeared across her forehead. She turns a corner and looks in horror as Henry Creel, the person who will eventually become Vecna, staggers forward in pain. This scene confirms to me that Holly will be stuck in a different, stranger dimension named Wonderland according to several different leaks. The blood on her face is also weird. Could it be that she escaped some sort of attack and got hurt in the process, or is this blood so sort of an illusion, just like everything else in this environment? I hope she survives and doesn't get possessed by the Mind Flayer. And lastly, there's another excerpt from the article that Variety posted that was kind of glossed over, but seems to have massive implications. Series writers Paul Dichter and Keitra Fry were asked about the process of writing out the final chapters of the Netflix series, and the latter seemed to drop a little hint about potential endgame couples. When mapping out the final season, everything was on the table when we first started. We had the names of every character on a whiteboard, and it was like anything is possible for any of these characters. They could live or die, they could end up together, or not together. We have to deliver on the spectacle while not allowing it to devolve into a CG slimefest, where you don't really care who's doing what and why. Some fans on Reddit have been wondering if this could be a slight tease towards which characters might not end up together towards the end of the series. Obviously, this is a touchy subject when it comes to Stranger Things fans wanting certain characters to be in a relationship. Maybe there is nothing major about what Keitra Fry said in this interview with Variety, but this statement does imply to me that there could be plot twists in the character relationship department. Who could she be referring to when she was making that statement? That is the question of the day. Overall, very compelling times. And that is all that we have for today. What are your thoughts on these new details for Stranger Things Season 5? Today's special shout-out is for the Purple Hybrid. To get a chance at becoming our next special Stranger Universe shout-out, type it down in the comments section below. Turn on your notifications to never miss another Stranger Universe episode like this one. Join us on our episode premieres to interact with Mrs. Strange and other members of the Stranger Universe family. Thank you all for watching. I am Mrs. Strange, and this is Stranger Universe. Over and out.